consider myself to have been a sex addict.
Okay.
You know, another great way to get men to donate, make a deal with Goomer Gremlin.
They're doing something
Isn't
wrong.
the more kids you have, like the less taxes you pay or something like that already in place?
So what happens is
Do you realize how expensive it is to raise a child?
That's why.
No, listen,
There's
I
not
could've
there's not a whole
sworn
lot they
somebody
could give
had
you in
told me somewhere,
taxes
like,
to make
the
up for
more
that
kids
cost.
You have,
No,
like,
they
I
you
don't know.
actually pay less in taxes.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
have
All right,
to
fine. Like,
back.
can you break it down with some? Not saying your personal numbers, but give me
So-
some examples.
Okay,
So,
so
like, if
before-
I make 6 figures a year,
right?
they're going to take a lot of that as
No,
a single
they're not.
person.
Really?
Well,
No,
a
they're
single
not.
person, yeah.
Let me in.
They're actually,
So how much would I get if I had like
If
a
you have a
husband and
kid-
one kid?
Okay, so just to give you some numbers, my wife and I.
Our friend Andrew is back.
Oh
Andrew
Lord,
is
it's my fault.
Andrew.
What the hell? My intuition didn't tell me
He's
about
back.
this.
Yeah, I just wanted to come in. If you guys don't mind, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the panel, but somebody was just on here making the asinine argument that somehow the tax cuts are going to be, or I'm sorry, that Kamala Harris tax credit increase is somehow going to be great for those who have children. I just wanted to hear
That's
the argument.
little bro underneath me. That's little bro underneath me.
Yeah,
I didn't say
No,
anything.
you gotta stop.
I don't
with
think
the
that's what they
little
were
bro.
saying.
Not what I
But
said.
okay.
Nobody said that, Andrew.
No one said that ever. So don't say
What are
that.
you just waiting in the, you were just waiting in the cup? You had one of your
Let
fan
Andrew
base call
talk.
you up in here?
Let
I
Andrew
never said
talk.
that.
Let
Never.
Andrew talk.
yeah.
Got spies.
Let Andrew talk, jerks. So anyway, just so
Aw,
you
poor
know,
Andrew.
the Kamala tax credit, she's only proposing $2,000 more, and here's the kicker: it's only for the first year of life, and it expires after the second year of life. So she's only, and then it goes down to $3,900. Trump is proposing $6,000 per kid forever. It doesn't expire.
Yeah.
How's that not a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
policy?
Me and my wife
Doesn't
need
that
that
add to
6K.
like? Doesn't
You know,
that add
Andrew,
to
I didn't think there was a way I could like you anymore, but now that I know who you support, I have so many special feelings on top of what I already felt.
I have that effect on women. Don't feel bad. I've had that effect on women.
I have a question. Doesn't that add? I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to understand it. But like, doesn't that add to like the debt that we're already in right now? Like, I don't know how much it is, but I know it's in the trillions.
Do you think that? Yeah. Okay, so here, let me answer your question. Right now, we have a reproduction crisis in the United States. I don't know if you know what the birth rate is, but it's below replacement. If you are proposing that we're adding to the debt, I just want you to recognize that Harris's proposal to raise business taxes is not going to help with that a bit. Now, all it's going to do is increase your prices at the grocery store. And everybody saw right through it. That's why she lost. They knew that Trump was going to be better on the economy than Harris.
Okay, yeah. I was just.
No one is saying she would have been a good candidate. I mean, at least I wasn't.
I wasn't speaking about Harris. I was just asking to see if it was an add to debt, because I was wondering like why it would be more. So I was like, wouldn't that add to the debt? But that's all I wanted
Well,
to
it depends on how you look at it. Think
Fading out
of
here.
it. Think of it this way. If you want to pay down your national debt over 100 years, you're going to need a workforce to tax. If your domestic population isn't having children, how are you going to tax them?
Oh no, you're not creating slaves for them to tax.
That's not slavery.
Slaves.
Do you think that, wait, hang on. Let me engage directly.
What do you think your
Do
children are
you
gonna
think
be
that
and your
working
children
is
don't
slavery? You think that working is slavery?
I think if you're doing it without a living wage, it sure is.
What is a living
I think
wage?
anybody is doing that just for that reason, though.
What is a living wage? How much is that?
Well, I don't feel like a lot of people in America are making a living wage.
They make more money than anybody else anywhere on planet Earth.
But yet they're having so much trouble living. Why is that?
Because I'll tell you why. It's because of spending versus saving habits. And by the way, which
No,
sex?
sweetheart.
Wait, oh, really?
The cost
Wait.
of living.
Well, let us find out. Let us put it to the test. Who do you think holds the most amount of American debt? Do you think that? Okay. What about women?
What do you mean? What about women?
Well, let's look at the spending habits of women versus men.
Oh, get real, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm getting real. That's why I'm asking you the question.
You mean the women and the mothers who are supporting you by taking care of you as traditional wives? I don't. How much are they spending?
Well, if you look at the accruement of debt, women are the fastest growing demographic for debt. Why do you think that is?
Because they have to support their families.
No, it's not because they have to support their families.
Women
It's
like
because
to
they spend on frivolous fucking shit. They like to spend on frivolous shit. So if that is the case,
true.
yeah. So if that is the case, that they like to spend
What
on
do you consider to be frivolous?
a new purse.
Yeah, like
What?
makeup,
That is not
bags.
frivolous.
Well,
Purses
okay,
are
well then,
very important.
I'm sorry. Why are purses? Hang on. I just want to engage with her. You're right. Purses are very important. Why?
They hold your money and your cash and your Stanley Cup.
Do you need a new one every 6 months?
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Hang on. Answer my question. Do you need a new one every 6 months?
I answered you. I just answered very quietly. Yes.
Yes. Right. So, and that's not frivolous spending, right?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
when's
for the
last
first
I bought
time the
a purse?
entire
I
night,
can't
you're going to be
remember,
honest?
But the purses that I do have are
Andrew,
quality, so they last a long time.
Oh,
So
So-
I
I've
don't
the same
buy
three
purses every
purses
6
in
months.
rotation for a
Let
long
me
I
ask
personally
you-
don't know any woman who has a family who does.
Great. Let me ask you a question. Are you married?
No, thank
Okay.
God.
You're not married. But between all the married couples that you know and all of the men versus women, which one out of the two sexes, men or women, has a more expansive wardrobe out of the sexes that you know, men or the women?
Probably no. My friend used to, but then she became a mother and she really let herself go. So no, I can't say that.
Do you
I mean,
have
she's
you
still a beautiful
let me
person,
let me
but
ask you an
her
honest
wardrobe has
question.
gone down.
Have you ever even met a man? Have you ever even met a working class man who has more than 3 pairs of shoes?
They literally have like 2 pants, 3 tanks, three tees in rotation, like 5 pairs of
I'm
underwear.
gonna be honest
They're
with
very
you.
minimal. They're very minimal.
I have a very European mindset. I don't like the way American men dress. Period.
That doesn't answer my question. Can you answer my question?
I don't know how many clothing items they have.
If
or
you
what
had to
they
if you had to
choose or
guess
don't
in the
choose to wear.
average American man versus the average American woman's wardrobe, which one do you think holds more garments?
Definitely the woman, I would hope.
Why?
Because hopefully she has some style.
So do you think that they spend more on stuff like that, which I would consider to be frivolous?
I mean, you do have to clothe yourself. I mean, what if
Do you
the
have
woman
to
winds
clothe
up with the
yourself?
woman in the ad with
Do you
no
have to
clothes
clothe
on?
yourself with 15 different pairs of shoes?
Not at the same time, just one at a time.
Well, gee, you got me.
Sure did.
So do you think that they need 15 different pairs of shoes?
I'm not the right person for this. I own.
You
over
are the right
300
person
pairs
for
of
this.
shoes.
You can answer the question yes or no. Do you think they need 15 pairs of shoes?
I own over 300 pairs of shoes.
Of course you do. And that's not frivolous, of course, right?
I'm a single woman, and I will spend my money on what I
Well,
want.
gee, I don't
need that to
understand though. They can't meet the cost of living. The cost of living is outrageous. Oh my god. You got 300 fucking pairs of shoes. You got 300 pairs of fucking shoes.
For men,
Hold up,
that
hold
could
up,
lifestyle
hold
too.
up, Andrew.
Mhm.
It's a vicious cycle, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm stressed out because of the cost of living, so thus I buy Louboutins. Do you see? It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I see that.
Ah, yes. That's that Spidey
Logic.
sense from earlier.
I want to let you know something, right? I own currently I think 3 pairs of shoes. I own a pair of boots, I own a pair of winter boots, and then I own a pair of tennis shoes. That's the entirety of my footwear
When you're ready
collection.
to upgrade your wardrobe, let me know. We can go shopping. We will have so
Why
much
would I
fun.
frivolously
Oh, it
spend?
sounds awful.
I don't know. Like
Hey,
I said,
Gwen.
I don't like the way American men dress, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the
Hey,
way
Gwen.
that European women dress like prostitutes either, but you know.
I don't know, but I look. Here's the thing. I like a styled man. I like a little.
Yeah,
more
but you
chic.
have no man, so who
little
cares
more
what you
effort.
think, right? You have no man. So there's
I
that.
date. I like what I like. It is
Yeah,
what
I know. And how you sound like
Hey,
you're in
Gwen.
your late 30s or early 40s and there's no man in the picture?
So does that mean
Those in
my
the picture,
value
perhaps?
is less than?
It
other
could
people? Does
it could
not matter
perhaps
like you, Andrew?
it could perhaps mean that your standards are extraordinarily high in comparison to what you should actually have an expectation of.
Hey Andrew,
that
I
it's
promised
weird
Lynn
that
if I
there
came
always
up, I would
seems to be
argue
some
against
sort
you.
of
So I'm gonna have to play
unexpected
White
sort
Knight.
of like.
I want to hear some white knighting. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
Guinevere
Sounds
is the
pretty
most.
homoerotic.
She's the most logical, most intuitional
Damn.
woman that has ever lived.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
And so what you have to do
Remember,
is you have to
separated
listen to
you for
her
the
and her
most part,
spidey
unless
sense
it's politics.
intuition because
Right.
she is better
Jesus.
than you, Andrew.
Well, they could be
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I'm supposed to feel also okay. So I'm a bad person.
All right, so Gwen.
I don't want to have slave babies
Burn
for
down
the
crystal.
economy, and because
No.
Well,
it
don't
wouldn't
worry
be a
about it. You
slave
ain't gonna
baby
have
if you
no
didn't buy
babies for the
300
economy. I
shoes.
don't know what you're worried about.
Baby for economy.
You ain't gonna have no babies. So what's the
I
problem?
would want to have dogs.
Hey Gwen,
Not kids.
hey Gwen, let me ask you a question. Do you think if you sold 290 pairs of your shoes that you might be able to afford a baby?
Like an African.
What?
whoa,
What the
whoa,
fuck?
hey, whoa,
Yo, whoa.
I thought we were going
Get
to
this
go
white
on
woman
a
out of here.
war.
Like, you see, these
No,
white
you like
liberals
African
are
baby.
always like the
What
worst.
about
Dude.
What do you
Liberal, I'm a
mean by
black
that? What do you
woman,
mean
so
by
I
that?
What do you mean by African baby?
Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
What do you mean by that?
I was gonna make a Madonna joke, but I decided not to. So forget it.
Hey Gwen,
Someone got it.
so
Someone's
listen,
laughing.
so
Someone got what I was going
That's
at,
that
but
white
whatever.
savior stuff people be talking about. What do you mean?
that's
by
what I
African
that's what
baby?
I
Like,
am
that's
saying.
mad
That is what
weird.
I am saying. Let's gang up on
Well-
her. Black lives matter, okay?
I
Listen.
am a
And
black
I had a
woman.
question.
Do you realize that, right?
Listen, hey, nuts out for Peanut. Okay, they killed my squigga. They killed him. They killed my squigga.
I'm a bad
Nuts out
person.
for-
I don't
nuts
have
out
babies
for-
the economy.
Lonely. Hold on,
I
guys.
have
Hold on.
shoes.
Lonely.
Oh,
Hold
I'm
on.
Quiet,
so
woman. A man
bad.
is speaking.
Quiet.
Quiet, woman. Quiet.
You know what?
I was listening to his squirrel story and you interrupted. Woman, calm down.
So when you guys are on here, try to use TikTok friendly words. So instead of saying KILL, say unalivened, stuff like that. You know the vibes. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm new to the TikTok world.
I will,
and
of
I'm
course,
learning, so
adhere
if I do say something,
to-
please just correct me and let me know what it is
Yeah.
you want me to say so I can learn.
Yeah, I'm not here to hurt your channel at all. I promise.
No, you fine. It wasn't even you.
Hurt my feelings.
Gwen, I had a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, you keep talking about buying shoes. Have you ever considered buying crystals? 'Cause you're definitely going in.
No, but I do buy stocks.
Okay, we're going in
Crystals
crystals.
from Africa
Very
along with the
effective.
baby, maybe.
You're going
Yeah,
in
but
crystals.
wait. Guinevere, what the
Actually,
fuck? No, shush.
No.
Shush.
Maybe
What do
you know what?
mean?
Maybe this is a side I should invest in Swarovski.
She
then.
just
Maybe
shushed you. You're still
Yeah.
interrupting the colored host, you jerk. Let her speak.
Colored host.
I mean, you
She
can't
got a
assume her
tint
race.
to me. Golly.
Yeah.
I'm albino.
I'm albino. Who said I'm albino? Who said
I
I'm...
did.
All right, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. All right.
The host. Albino, okay?
Call you
I am
colored.
albino.
He's like from the 1920s.
Now, I'm trying to use TikTok friendly language. They just told me to use TikTok friendly language. What the fuck?
You think archaic languages?
But
okay.
what do you
boo?
mean? What do you mean when you talking about colored babies? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, what
You
is
don't
wrong
think
with
that
you?
That's weird. You don't think that that's weird?
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
Like, it would be weird if me as a black person came on this panel and be like, "Oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna go and get another color baby." Like, that's a little weird. It's like you're
Talking about
fetishizing
me because
children.
I was
It's
making
weird.
a Madonna joke.
It's weird.
That's a
No, it's weird that you said colored babies.
I thought you said African baby.
She
Yeah,
did. She said-
African. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
and
worse.
You're being very specific. Like,
Yeah,
that's
even
very
worse.
Hold on,
weird.
let
It was a reference
Derek.
to Madonna, and I am
Derek.
a black
Yo.
woman, so
Guinevere
yeah,
literally
don't understand what the problem is.
Shut up. Guinevere literally had the magical balls to say
Magical crystal
Something-
balls.
yes about her like
Despite
getting
whatever
an
Andrew
African
and his
baby.
friends or
And she's
fans have
obviously a
said.
white TV.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
This witchcraft or crystal, whatever, wooju booju. I don't know. I'm not into that.
Like,
Derek, what do you gotta say for that?
There's nothing wrong with YT women or any other race of women adopting children, but to specifically specify that you want an African child is weird.
That is
No,
weird.
She was trying to be
Reference
funny
to
when she
Madonna
said that, but
reference.
it's like it was nothing funny about it. Honestly, it was just all because she was trying to make a
Yeah.
point that she won't have a kid for the economic cut or something like that, and then she mentioned African.
Yeah, she
African
wants to
baby.
have more purses rather than having an African child. That's what she said.
She's not perfect.
What a lunatic.
My issue with it was that she said, "Oh, so I'm supposed to have more sleep.
Gwen, can I ask you a question?
Derek, no one can hear you. No one can hear you.
Can I ask you a question, Gwen?
Go on. What's up?
Do you have any debt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if you have debt, why do you continuously buy frivolous things instead of putting it towards getting out of debt?
Because who says I don't? You can do both, you know. You don't have to put all of your disposable income to one thing or the other. You can choose to separate and
What makes
You
it
don't think
disposable?
Can I ask what you
think
do
that
for work?
so it's for some things it's good to have debt, depending on your lifestyle and what you're doing.
Nah, I disagree with that.
I disagree.
Well,
I have an
I'm
engineering.
speaking from a mode of investing.
Listen,
so
what
you
world is
know
it
a lot
good to
about
have debt? That
investing.
means you owe.
Wait, hold on. So, Gwen, I have an engineering degree. I'm an engineer. So I do pretty well. I'm not middle class. I'm pretty like high middle class.
What
I don't
kind of
have to,
engineer?
a computer science engineer.
Oh,
So, with that being said, I do pretty well. I still think that it's ridiculous to have 300 pairs of shoes, and I make well enough money to go and buy 300 pairs of shoes. That's just
hang tight,
well,
guys.
not
I
a
gotta
debt,
take a
everybody.
leak.
Just
I'll
make
leave you
sure
with a
all
Coom Tune real quick.
that's a waste.
Obviously.
I gotta
You
take a
bought
leak.
it.
I'll be right back.
Fuck.
Like, how many
Like what?
how many pair of those 300 pairs of shoes do you not wear throughout the 365 days a year? Probably a lot of them, right?
They're grouped by occasion.
That's not answering the question. Do
Guys,
you wear
stop
all
stop
300?
ganging up on her. It's okay because her shoes end up going to Goodwill, so we can
This
afford
is
it.
an accumulation over time.
Do you wear it? We have 365 days a year. Those 300 pairs of shoes, are you wearing one of each pair of shoe every year?
No.
Every year.
No.
Yes,
Nah,
ma'am.
because you would have to have an
Wait,
outfit for
from
that.
every like collection? What do you mean?
No, I'm saying all of the
I don't
shoes
even
you
give a
own.
fuck about her wardrobe.
I would just have a question on those
Get out her
pairs of shoes,
pocket. If she wants
actually.
to buy shoes,
Can I ask you a question real quick? A question about those pairs of shoes. Are they like full leather, like, you know, craftsmanship, or are they like Temu shoes?
No.
It was crazy. Because, I mean, the leather shoes could almost be an investment because they last forever. But if they're just crap shoes, yeah, having 300 pairs of those, yeah, that's just over consuming.
Both. Some are fashion, some are